Hi guys, this is Clinton. Welcome back to our Technique Matters YouTube page. Alright, so today what we were going to share about is the most important thing in a squat, which is understanding the core bracing. Now, I believe a lot of you guys have read online and also references from other people, friends who are doing powerlifting, that core bracing is about engaging the abs and the obliques. Yes, this is absolutely correct, but we also have to understand how to do it. So in this video, you'll get to learn how to do it. Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys have not watched our previous video, it's a full technical analysis and assessment done by myself, JJ and Adam. So what we basically did was we helped Ella improve her squat, and we found out that one of the problem is core bracing, which is actually one of the biggest problem and the most common problem that people have, especially younger powerlifters have when they squat. So today we're going to teach you how to engage the core properly to have that full protected bracing when we squat. So in order for me to explain it the best way, it's best to do it from a bodyweight squat. Okay, so over here I'm showing you a bodyweight squat where I'm kind of hyperextended. So this is hyperextended is occur when you try to keep your chest up. So a lot of people in the squat, they always kill themselves with chest up position. So if you are in a chest up position, right, it is very hard to create that compactness on the central area, the middle section area. Alright, so as we all know, when we brace, right, it is important to maintain that solid position by pulling our ribs down to the hips. Okay, so as you can see from the video, if I expose my chest up, there's no way for you to engage the obliques where it pulls the rib cage towards the hips. So what happens is when you squat, right, as you go all the way down, you will see a hyperextension on the lower back. And right at the bottom, especially when there's a weight behind you, you're gonna feel a crunch on the lower back. And that's where you feel the discomfort. If you are in this hyperextended position, it is also very hard for you to hit depth, no matter how you try, no matter how you try and bring your ass to the grass, or try to wear heels to compensate with the ankle mobility. Why? Because you are restricting the motion of the hip section area, so there's no way for your hips to move freely as how you wanted it to be. Alright, so in this next video, as you can see here, it's a more neutralized hip positioning, where you can see that my chest is actually angled downwards, and then when it's angled downwards, you can allow the obliques to pull the rib cage down towards the hips. And in this position, right, you'll realize that actually the midsection area is more solid right now. This position is more solid because you just visualize yourself being hit by someone in the dorsal area. This is a natural reflex you will have for you to brace yourself, which is why core bracing is called brace. So this is actually how you should brace. Alright, so back to it. In this neutral hip brace position, you can actually allow your hips to move as freely as you want. So for example, if I want to shift my hips all the way towards the front, where I go down and I'll feel the weight shifting to the toes, I can do it. If I sit all the way back until my center of the weight is on the heels, I can do it as well. But obviously in the squat, we want it to be in the middle. So middle means mid-foot. So you want to feel the weight always over the mid-foot. So with this neutral hip position and brace position, it is very, very easy for you to get back down. Saying it is easy, but doing it is not that easy. It requires a good amount of knowledge, which is why we are here trying to share with you guys how to do it properly. Okay, in order to do it properly, it's best to understand what is the posterior tilt, anterior tilt, and neutral position. In this slide, you will actually see that I try to shift my hips backwards, where I kind of have a hyperextended position. So it's kind of like a twerking butt position, and then the next one is where I tuck my hips under as much as possible, creating a rounded back position. So both of each positions are improper when you squat. But being able to do these two extreme spectrums of positioning of the hips will help you understand which is the center point. Okay, so at all times you want to maintain that center point. So before you know how to learn how to brace in a squat, that rib cage to hips position, you need to learn how to position the hips and learn the both spectrums of it. Once you have understand the previous information that I've provided to you, now let's move on to the bar. Alright, so when we move to the bar, setup is very, very important to facilitate in allowing a good positioning in the core. Okay, no matter what, no matter whether you are doing a high bar squat or a low bar squat, we must always try to keep our midsection area as neutral as possible. Which means whichever information that we have shown to you, which I have shared with you, must apply. Which means also your core must be braced and your back is straight and neutral, hips are neutral. Alright, so as you can see from the video, the racking of the low bar must be in a position where the bar at the starting point, when you stand right in front of it, is near towards just above your nipple line. Okay, this will help you get into a position easier and unrack easier. Okay, so as you can see right now, I'm going under the bar. When I go under the bar, right, especially for low bar, most people will think that, okay, I want to keep my elbows up and chest up so that I can provide a shelf on the back so that the bar will support, the shelving will support the bar nicely. And because you are thinking of it so much, you create a hyperextension on the mid back and the lower back. So this is not a very wise position cue to for yourself. So what I recommend you to do is to try and go in, whole body, set your grip, go in diagonally upwards, keep your elbows down as much as possible. Okay, so once you reach the shelf area, you elevate your elbows up slightly until you feel a comfortable shelving position, and that's it. Okay, most important thing is the core. So once again, you want your chest to be angled downwards. This will help to encourage the obliques to work more when you brace and bring the ribs towards the hips. So in this position, you will be slightly lean forward and then you stand up with both feet side by side. So when you stand up and step back, you are slightly in an angled position where your torso is not upright. You are slightly lean forward. So this is good because it will help you maintain that position throughout the squat. So next, just brace, pull your ribcage down towards the hips. Feel that you have a good core bracing, your hips are neutral, and then you can proceed with the squat. Okay, so in the next slide, now that I've shown you how to actually properly set yourself up under the bar and also learn how to brace properly, JJ right here is going to show you a few exercises that will help you improve your core bracing awareness and your hip positioning. So the first exercise, as you can see, it's a very simple exercise, but you have to do it right. This is called a lying take bar. Okay, so JJ right now is lying down on the floor. He reaches his hands up towards the sky, and not just that, he wants to reach out towards the sky, the legs as well. So when you reach out to this position, you should and you must feel that your whole back is trying to plant firmly onto the floor. So you want to maintain this position by engaging the core a little bit, and right here you're going to slowly move one leg down, feel the hip flexors, and then you bring it back up, and then switch and alternate the legs. So one of the problems you will face is that as you bring your one leg down, that side of the leg, for example the right leg, your lower back will start to hyperextend. So this means that the awareness and the core engagement is not strong. So by doing it more and be aware of what you are doing will help to improve the exercise. Okay? So if you have difficulties trying to reach up and maintaining the back fully neutral on the floor, it's good to have a training wheel, a foam roller or whatever, something solid and light so that you can push against. So your forearm is pushing the training wheel against your front of the quads. So by doing so, you'll always be reaching out. Now that you have understand the most simpler movement prep exercise, JJ is going to show you the next progression, which is the wall sit. Wall sit is very good because it helps to teach you how to engage the core, maintain the back neutral position, and also engage the lower body. So think of wall sit like a leg press machine, because you think about it, when you're doing a leg press machine, your whole back is fully firm against the ankle. So at this point, our ankle is the wall. So what JJ recommends is you go all the way down to just below parallel depth, because obviously in a squat you want to be hitting the standards. So in that position, same thing, you want to push your whole back into the wall. and make sure your whole lower back area is neutral against the wall. So by reaching your hands out, you will help to maintain that position as well. Same thing, you want to feel that rib pulling down sensation towards the hip and then engage that core. So in that position, you will actually feel your glutes, your hamstring, your legs, basically your whole lower body, as well as engaging the core. As well as learning how to maintain that nice neutral back position, the absolute strong middle section. Last but not least, we're going to move on, JJ is going to move on to the goblet squat. Goblet squat is very similar to performing a barbell squat. In this position, basically, he just gets into a normal squat stance. First, he wants to neutralize the hips first, and then pull the rib cage towards the hips, chest angled downwards slightly. And then from here, he's just going to execute the squat. Try to bring the butt all the way towards the heels. Okay? So when doing this exercise, right, especially goblet squats, it is best to maintain your weight on the heels. So if it's very hard for you to maintain balance if you keep the weight on the heels, you can try on an elevated ground, on the heels especially. So now that we have taught you the knowledge on core bracing and teaching you how to engage the core properly by learning the different position of the hips, go back and try it and let us know whether if they work or not. Because to be honest, I'm pretty sure with the acknowledgement of myself, JJ and Adam, all our experiences combined together, this is what we have came out to help you guys. So we have come to the end of the video. If you like this video, please help us share the video and also subscribe to us for more. Don't forget to like our IG, Facebook as well. So I will see you next time.